Like he said, my name is Steven. I do spell my name with a PH. And much like the pH scale in chemistry, I can be either acidic or I can be basic, depending on what I drink. If I drink a lot of Coke, I become acidic. If I drink a lot of bleach, I become basically dead. Yeah, I know Steven's not a rare name, but I've only had to deal with another Steven in a classroom setting only once growing up, and I was in second grade. And to help distinguish between us, she looked at the first Steven and said, for the rest of the year, you're going to be known as Steven R. And then she looked at me and said, for the rest of the year, you're being known as Steven R. Your hands in your pants. They were. All right. I know Steven's a pretty easy name to spell, right? You can spell with a V or a PH. All right. Most people get it. Some people spell my name with a V first. And I go, no. It's Steven with a PH. And people can correct themselves just like that. I met the one person who could not correct themselves. It was in the middle of a job interview, right? He didn't put my name into the system. He spelled my name with a V. And I said, no, it's Steven with a PH. And that's when I had to watch a grown-ass man spell my name Steveph. So I'm just Steva from now on, man. You guys know about me. I do have a genetic disorder, so let's just joke about it, I guess. I have something called Beal syndrome. You haven't heard of it? I'm not surprised, because an odds of someone having it, it's about 13,000 to 1. And to put that into perspective, that is the same odds of you dying from a toilet seat. So it's either very rare or there's a bunch of dumb fucks in this world. And you know what? Unrelated, I do shit standing up from now on. Yeah, it's called Beal syndrome. If you forgot about it by now, that's okay. You can always say what my parents always said. Whatever the fuck Steven has. And that's the story how my dad got banned from all school events from kindergarten to 12th grade. He knew what he was doing. I remember in 4th grade when he didn't come to my science fair, he said my volcano sucked. I mean, he should know. He made it. Yeah, it's Beal syndrome. If you can't tell, I actually can't strap my arms all the way. Actually, my joints all the way, not just my arms. It's mostly notably in my arms, all right? They're like bent at angles. And the downside of that is anytime I try to put my arms down on my side, it just looks like my hand and my dick are magnetized to each other. My mom, she's like, why just put your hand in your pocket if that's such a big of a deal? Well, Mom, this just looks extra weird, all right? Yes. I'm right-handed, so over the years, my right arm has actually gone at a tighter angle compared to my left arm because I'm right-handed. So it's at a set position constantly. Do things like writing and other things, like playing the violin. You fucking sickos. No, it was masturbation. You guys were quite correct in your assumptions. No, it's not all bad, man. I've actually learned how to be ambidextric because of it. Like my left arm's straighter, so I learned how to use it in the most unnecessary things. Like I bowl left-handed. I have to. All right, you got to keep your arm straight. I can't do that with my right arm that well because anytime I try to bowl with my right arm, it turns like this, like I'm throwing a javelin spear. Like, ah! And it goes 3 lanes over. And hits a 7-year-old and a 10-year-old right in the face. Most bowlers will tell you that 7-10 split's the hardest to get. Now, you guys are weird. Nah, I don't know. Have you guys ever slept on your bed like starfish, all full extension, Like, isn't that the best? I can't starfish on the bed because how my arms are, how my legs are. I don't starfish. It looks more like a swastika. All right. Do you guys know they won't accept my sperm at the bank? It's terrible because in their words, they call it tainted, and this is a Chase bank. Yes. Who said I was terrible? Who said that? Right. You're right. But let's be realistic, though. Would you guys want a sperm from a guy with a genetic disorder? I mean, like, I get it. Hey, what's this? Why not? Okay. I did not know that. Is my sperm in that high demand? All right. Like, I would think I would be my sperm if there was a Dollar General version of a sperm bank. That's where my sperm will be. All right. All right. In the 50-cent section. All right. All right. That was all right. Anyways, you guys are fun. I like your hat. What does your hat say? Chucky? Oh, what? Want to play? Oh, the doll thing. The creepy ass doll. I can't do horror. Have you seen the new Nosferatu movie? All right. They show his dick in that movie. You know, it's kind of big, I guess. I mean, for a vampire, I don't know. I don't know. I can't watch horror movies, man. I get too scared. I can't do anything like I don't know, like caving. I can't go caving. I just read an article about a guy who actually went dying going caving. All right, it just, I had that fear of enclosed spaces. What is that called? Common sense. Thank you. I don't know if you guys read this article. This guy went caving in a place called Nutty Putty Cave. All right, and he died being upside down for over 27 hours as people were trying to rescue him. And I cannot think of a worse way to die in a place called Nutty Putty Cave. I don't care who you are, right? I'm not dying in a place like that, all right? One of the reasons why they can't pull him out because his legs lock all the blood in them, so they couldn't break him or anything. I'm like, I don't care. Shoot my body with adrenaline, testosterone, estrogen, any type of hormones, all right? Cut them off, because I'm not going to have my history books going, Stephen Reilly died jerking off Nutty Putty Cave. It's not going down like that. And I don't want to speak ill of the dead. I just found it so funny that he died in this section of the cave called the birth canal. No, I don't know. I just feel bad for the wife too, the widow. Like she has to think of a less embarrassing place than Nutty Putty Cave when she's talking to people. Like, how did your husband die? Oh, he died in a place called a field full of kittens. Definitely not Nutty Putty Cave. That'd be fucking ridiculous. I don't know. I don't think I could climb Mount Everest. You know, did you guys know at Mount Everest, they have an area called the Rainbow Valley, which sounds absolutely beautiful, like the Northern Lights, you know? I'm like, no. You know what they call it that? It's because of all the colorful coats of the climbers that died. I'm like, I don't know how they made something so tragic sound so festive. Like, I cannot imagine if you're a climber and you had no idea why they call it Rainbow Valley. You're just climbing, you think, oh, I'm going to see something beautiful. And you're just so disappointed. It's just like me with every girl that tried to date me over Tinder for the past 10 years. I don't know. No, I did some research, you know. Do you guys know they give nicknames to some of the people who died on that mountain? Like they nicknamed this girl Sleeping Beauty because she looked so peaceful when she died, you know. And I guess me thinking, like, what would my nickname be if I ever died on Mount Everest? And I think it would be that guy who died with his hand in his pants. All right. You guys are fun. I know. Like he said, I do a lot of traveling. And I never noticed this. There's a lot of sex stores right outside the interstates and interstate exits sometimes. That's weird to me. Because I think something out of an exit should be something impulsive, like food, gas, hotel. Like, I don't think anybody's like taking a vacation to grandma's house thinking, do you know what this trip needs? Anal beads. What are we gonna give grandma for her birthday? Ugh. Use anal beads. No. I don't think I could get to a sex store, man. I can't. Because I think I'd be so excited. I'd be going around going, oh, look, there's a dildo and strap-ons and clamps for your nipples. And there's anal bead bumpy that come in bright purple. And there's big plastic penises and along with cock rings. Because these are a few of my favorite things. All right, guys, my name is Steven. Thank you guys so much.